What's up, guys? This is Andy.montalvo with Martha Turner Sotheby's International here in Houston, and we're back. You know, it took a little bit of a 2-week break. I didn't really get the chance to make some videos for you guys and get them edited and all that kind of stuff in the past 2 weeks. Got really busy, but we're back doing the weekly video. Next week we will have our market update for March, so we will not miss. That's one thing I will never miss is the market update, because I feel like that's the most important video that I'm doing at the moment, at least for information for you guys. But today I wanted to cover a very important topic, and it's what you should consider and things you should be thinking about as a home buyer before you even talk to a realtor, before you even go and look at houses, before you even think about going and looking at houses. Think of this as a prerequisite for you to even going and getting a new house. It doesn't matter whether you're a seasoned home buyer or a brand new home buyer, all of these still apply to you. Now, if you have not kept up with the market and you do just want a refresher of kind of what's going on, go and check this video out. It's going to break down what was going on in the beginning of 2022 and kind of what things have happened with interest rates and housing and all that sort of good stuff. But before we go anywhere, go ahead and hit like and subscribe so you can keep up with the weekly content. One of the very first things you should do as a home buyer before you even think about going and shopping for a house is accurately tracking your expenses. I'd suggest tracking them maybe for about a month and just seeing where you're spending your money, where you could save some money, and getting a good estimate of how much money you are able to spend on a mortgage for that month. Now, this is not a replacement to you going and getting a pre-approval letter, but this is just before you even go talk to any lenders, just to get a good understanding of what your expenses are at the moment. After seeing what your monthly expenses look like and how much money you're saving on a monthly basis, it is time to set a realistic budget for yourself. And again, it doesn't necessarily have to do with your pre-approval, which it is going to be one of the most important parts before you even go and buy a house. But this is just kind of giving you an overlook as to how much money you're expecting to have to save in order to complete these transactions. You know, doing your down payment and paying closing costs, maybe having a little bit of money in case you're willing to, you know, fix a couple things whenever you move into a house, or maybe if you need to buy new furniture. You need to think about all these extra expenses that might come with buying a house, because buying a house is not just paying that mortgage payment and down payment at the beginning when you're closing. And like most people, you will move into your new house, realize that maybe that old table doesn't really fit in your new kitchen, and you need to change it, or you need a bigger couch. You just never know where these expenses are going to come up. So you really want to have that budgeted out in your expenses. Now, this leads into something that you should definitely not do before going and getting a mortgage. Now, before you even go and get a new mortgage, you do not want to be making any big purchases and opening up any large credit lines, as that will take a big impact on the amount of money that the bank may even loan you. Now, another very important thing to do before you even go and look at homes is think about your needs and wants in your next house. Now, majority of the time, you're not going to find a house that checks every single box in your dream home, and that is especially true in a market like we have today. So one of the best things to do as a buyer is to really nail down your needs and wants in your next house, right? Do you need to be in a specific school district because your kids have to go to in a specific school and get a specific education? Or do you have to be in a specific location because of access to work? Or maybe you need a specific amount of bedrooms because you have a large family, or you have a certain amount of kids, or you have family that comes over all the time. It's really good to think about these things and really nail down what's most important to you when coming into this next house. Now, the last thing you need to be doing before even thinking about going and shopping for a new house is think about your future. What does this next house that you're moving into mean to you? Is it your dream family home where your kids will grow up through elementary school, middle school, high school, and then go off to college? Or is it a property that you're just moving into to temporarily live in an area? What if you're just a young family with a newborn baby that just needs a good, safe area to live in with a friendly neighborhood where maybe they can upgrade later in life? Everybody's life is different, and everybody's vision as to what their life will look like in the next 5 to 10 years will be different from everybody. So you really want to think about what your life is going to look like and where you want to be and what the things you want to do in the next 5 to 10 years, because that will define a lot of things about the property that you should be looking for and that is best for you. Well, that is all I have for you guys today. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope that these things help you process and help you think about what you're looking for and where you want to be and the things that you may need in the next house that you're looking for. Please, if you have any questions, put them down below. I'd love to get them answered for you. And as always, if you are not in the Houston area and you are looking for local real estate help, go ahead and shoot me my email. It is down here below. Through Sotheby's, I am connected through a very large nationwide and global network of top-tier agents. And if you are looking for that sort of help, I'd love to get you connected. Now, we did talk a little bit about financing and getting your budget straightened out. And if you have not talked to any lenders and you are looking for a recommendation on a lender that you should go talk to and maybe go get a pre-approval and discuss as to how much you can afford on a monthly basis or what you need to do in order to get to where you want in terms of a mortgage payment, go ahead and shoot me an email. I'd love to get you connected with a trusted local lender. I know I ask you guys all the time, but please go ahead and hit like and subscribe. I love to see when I get some subscribes up on my YouTube notifications or people liking the videos. I like to know that these videos are providing value to you guys and that you are looking forward to what's coming the next week after. With that said, I will see you guys next week.